The beloved teen sitcom Saved by the Bell left a lasting mark on pop culture, bringing laughter, life lessons, and unforgettable characters to the screen. But while the show lives on in our memories, some of its talented cast members have sadly passed away over the years. Today we take a moment to remember and celebrate 25 Saved by the Bell actors who have passed away, honoring their contributions to a show that shaped a generation. Dustin Diamond as Samuel Screech Powers. Dustin Diamond was born on January 7, 1977, and was just 12 years old when he first stepped into the role of Samuel Screech Powers on Saved by the Bell. As the lovable, nerdy sidekick with a heart of gold, Screech brought endless comic relief with his awkward charm and over-the-top antics. Diamond played the role for over a decade, growing up on screen as the franchise evolved. But after Saved by the Bell ended, he struggled to shake the character's shadow, leading him into stand-up comedy, reality TV, and even professional wrestling. One of his most talked-about career moments came with the release of his controversial book, Behind the Bell, which painted a less than flattering picture of his time on set. Unfortunately, his later years were filled with personal and legal troubles. In early 2021, Diamond was diagnosed with stage 4 small cell carcinoma, an aggressive form of lung cancer. Within weeks, he passed away on February 1, 2021, at the age of 44. Though his life had its ups and downs, he remains forever etched in pop culture as the unforgettable Screech, a character who still brings smiles to fans decades later. Jack Angelus as Mr. Tuttle. Jack Angelus was born on April 7, 1950, and was 38 years old when he first appeared as Mr. Tuttle on Saved by the Bell. With his eccentric energy and slightly frazzled demeanor, Mr. Tuttle, the lovable yet exasperated teacher, often found himself at odds with Principal Belding while enthusiastically guiding his students through subjects like driver's ed and Glee Club. Though his role on the show was brief, Angelus brought a memorable charm to the character. Outside of Bayside High, he built a diverse career, appearing in shows like Growing Pains and films such as Death Dreams, 1991. Interestingly, acting was just one facet of his life. He was also a practicing attorney, a law professor, and an accomplished debater. His sharp intellect and passion for the law led him to clerk for prestigious judges before eventually moving to California to balance his legal career with acting. Sadly, Angelus passed away on May 2, 2009, following a brief hospitalization, with the cause of death remaining undisclosed. Though he may not have been a household name, his contributions, both on screen and in the courtroom, left a lasting impact, proving that his talents extended far beyond the halls of Bayside. Pamela Kosh as Miss Simpson. Pamela Kosh was born on October 1, 1928, and was 61 years old when she first brought the eccentric Miss Simpson to life on Saved by the Bell. As the delightfully scatterbrained English teacher with severe hearing issues, Miss Simpson often misheard students in hilarious ways, turning simple classroom moments into comedic gold. Kosh, a seasoned character actress, had a remarkable career that spanned over 4 decades, portraying everything from socialites to queens. After immigrating to the U.S. in 1960, she became a naturalized citizen and balanced stage work with modeling before fully embracing television. One of her most notable roles was Lavinia Peach in Days of Our Lives, where she appeared in nearly 50 episodes, proving her ability to create memorable, recurring characters. Her versatility also landed her roles in Star Trek, The Next Generation Doctor, Quinn, Medicine Woman, and The King of Queens. Sadly, Kosh passed away on May 4, 2022, at the age of 93, with the news of her death initially overshadowed by an earlier false report. Though she was often a supporting player, her charming presence and impeccable comedic timing left an enduring mark on television, making her a beloved figure in the world of character acting. John Sanderford as Derek Morris. John Sanderford was born on February 6, 1952, and was 37 years old when he stepped into the role of Derek Morris on Saved by the Bell. As Zach Morris's often absent but business-savvy father, Derek exuded charm and authority, embodying the classic workaholic parent who struggled to balance career and family. Sanderford had a steady career in television and film, gaining recognition in the soap opera Ryan's Hope before making his mark in Hollywood. One of his most memorable roles came in Firestarter, 1984, where he played a government agent in the tense adaptation of Stephen King's novel. His versatility extended to horror, with a notable appearance in Leprechaun, 1993, cementing his place in cult cinema. Sanderford passed away on September 22, 2023, in Burbank, California, leaving behind a legacy of diverse performances. Though he never sought the limelight, his ability to bring depth to supporting characters ensured his presence was always felt, whether on daytime television, primetime dramas, or the big screen. Mark Blankfield as James. Mark Blankfield was born on May 8, 1950, and was 40 years old when he brought his signature comedic energy to Saved by the Bell as James, the eccentric and over-the-top actor-turned-waiter. With his flair for impersonations and exaggerated theatricality, James was always ready to step into any role, whether posing as a maitre d' or a substitute teacher, adding a layer of absurdity to the gang's schemes. Blankfield's career was rooted in comedy, gaining early recognition as a standout cast member on Fridays, where he created memorable offbeat characters. One of his biggest film moments came with Jekyll and Hyde, Together Again, 1982, where he showcased his ability to switch seamlessly between personas, a talent that defined much of his career. He also left a lasting impression in Mel Brooks's Robin Hood, Men in Tights, 1993, and Dracula, Dead and Loving It, 1995, reinforcing his knack for parody. Blankfield passed away on March 20, 2024, at the age of 73, leaving behind a legacy of infectious energy and off-kilter humor. His performances, full of manic charm and unpredictable brilliance, ensured that he was never just a background player, he was a scene stealer in the best possible way. Casey Kasem as Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem was born on April 27, 1932, and when he appeared in Saved by the Bell in 1991, he was 59 years old, lending his iconic voice and warm personality to the show. Playing himself, he brought the same enthusiastic charm that made him a household name, offering advice and commentary with his signature smooth delivery. His career had already been legendary by then. Starting in radio, he became the voice of America through American Top 40, and, of course, as the beloved voice of Shaggy in Scooby-Doo. A defining moment in his career came when he helped launch American Top 40 in 1970, forever changing the way audiences experienced music. But behind the voice was a man with strong principles. He even walked away from Transformers due to offensive portrayals of Arab characters. Sadly, Kasem's final years were marked by a heartbreaking battle with Lewy body dementia, the cause of his death on June 15, 2014. His condition led to a highly publicized family dispute, yet his legacy remains untouched, a voice that guided generations and a storyteller who made every countdown feel personal. George McDaniel as Mr. David Spano. George McDaniel, born on June 30, 1942 in St. Louis, Missouri, was 47 years old when he stepped into the role of Mr. David Spano in Saved by the Bell. His character, a disciplined yet caring father, was fiercely protective of his daughter, Jessie, and skeptical of her boyfriend, Slater. McDaniel's career stretched across film and television, marked by a natural presence that made even brief roles memorable. One of his most notable performances was in The Last Starfighter, 1984, where he played the dedicated but overmatched military officer. a role that solidified his ability to bring authority and depth to the screen. His filmography spanned decades, with appearances in cult classics like This Is Spinal Tap, 1984, and action-packed dramas such as Lionheart, 1990. Sadly, McDaniel passed away on March 24, 2023 in Ventura, California, due to complications from cancer. His legacy lives on through the characters he brought to life, each performance a testament to his versatility and quiet strength as an actor. Henry Police II as Mr. Bainbridge. Henry Police II, born on February 20, 1945 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, was 47 years old when he appeared as Mr. Bainbridge in Saved by the Bell. Playing a strict yet refined teacher, he carried an air of authority, but also had a dry wit that made his character memorable. Police's career spanned television, film, and stage, showcasing his versatility as both an actor and voice talent. Though he had numerous on-screen roles, his most iconic work came as the voice of the Scarecrow in Batman, the animated series, where his chilling, British-accented performance left a lasting impression on fans of the show. His ability to bring animated villains to life with depth and nuance cemented his status in the voice-acting world. Sadly, Police passed away on August 11, 2013, due to cancer. His talent, whether on screen or behind the mic, continues to resonate, leaving behind a legacy of sharp performances and unforgettable characters. Mary Pat Gleason as Madame Oof. Mary Pat Gleason, born on February 23, 1950 in Lake City, Minnesota, was 39 years old when she portrayed Madame Oof in Saved by the Bell. With her warm yet no-nonsense demeanor, Madame Oof brought a quirky charm to the classroom, making her brief appearance as a French teacher both amusing and memorable. Gleason's career, however, extended far beyond the halls of Bayside High. She built a legacy as a character actress, appearing in over 50 films and countless television shows. From dramatic roles in The Crucible and Traffic to comedic turns in A Cinderella Story and Bruce Almighty, her versatility set her apart. One of her most personal and impactful projects was Stopping Traffic, a one-woman play about her struggles with bipolar disorder, which later became a teaching tool for the Mayo Clinic. Sadly, Gleason passed away on June 2, 2020, due to uterine cancer. A true talent with an undeniable presence, she left behind a career filled with laughter, depth, and an unwavering commitment to storytelling. Gary Beach as Jem Diamond. Gary Beach, born on October 10, 1947 in Alexandria, Virginia, was 42 years old when he played the over-the-top talent agent Jem Diamond in Saved by the Bell. With his flamboyant energy and exaggerated enthusiasm, Jem brought humor and chaos to the screen, perfectly fitting Beach's natural ability to elevate any comedic role. While his television appearances ranged from Murder, She Wrote to Cheers, Broadway was where he truly shined. His portrayal of Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast earned him a Tony nomination, but it was his scene-stealing performance as Roger Debris in The Producers that won him the Tony Award and cemented his legacy. In a rare feat, he played the same role in both the Broadway production and the 2005 film adaptation, a testament to his unmatched talent. Beach passed away on July 17, 2018, at the age of 70 in Palm Springs, California, though the exact cause was not publicly disclosed. With his larger-than-life performances and undeniable charisma, he left behind a theatrical legacy that continues to inspire. Hiram Caston as Mr. Phelps. Hiram Caston, born on October 30, 1952, in the Bronx, was 38 years old when he appeared as Mr. Phelps in Saved by the Bell. As a substitute teacher, Mr. Phelps brought an air of nervous enthusiasm to the classroom, a role that perfectly matched Caston's knack for playing mild-mannered but endearing characters. His comedy roots ran deep. Discovered by Jerry Seinfeld in the late 1970s, He became a staple of the New York stand-up scene before transitioning to television. While he appeared in numerous sitcoms, including Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm, one of his most notable career moments was his long-running stint emceeing at Dangerfields, where he honed his craft among comedy legends. Kasten passed away on June 16, 2024, at the age of 71 in Batavia, New York, after battling prostate cancer and Crohn's disease. His ability to blend stand-up charisma with heartfelt performances left a lasting mark on both comedy clubs and television screens alike. Hamilton Camp as Mr. Margulies. Hamilton Camp, born on October 30, 1934, was 55 years old when he brought his sharp comedic timing to Saved by the Bell as Mr. Margulies, a quirky and endearing teacher whose eccentric personality made him a memorable presence at Bayside High. Camp's career, however, stretched far beyond sitcom guest spots. A folk musician in the 1960s, he co-wrote Pride of Man, a song later recorded by Gordon Lightfoot and Quicksilver Messenger Service. As an actor, he had a knack for both comedy and voice work, lending his distinctive voice to beloved animated characters like Gizmo Duck and DuckTales. One of his most notable on-screen roles came in Heaven Can Wait, 1978, where he played Bentley, Warren Beatty's loyal valet. Camp's talents spanned theater, television, and music, making him a versatile force in entertainment. He passed away on October 2, 2005, at the age of 70 after suffering a heart attack. His legacy endures in the warmth and wit he brought to every performance, whether through song, stage, or screen. Bunny Summers as Mrs. Cummings. Bunny Summers was 65 years old when she appeared in Saved by the Bell as Mrs. Cummings, a kind-hearted yet no-nonsense presence who added warmth to the Bayside community. Born on February 23, 1924, in Brooklyn, she built a long and steady career as a character actress, known for her ability to bring charm and depth to even the smallest roles. Her journey in entertainment began in California in the 1940s, and she later found success on stage, notably portraying the Marx Brothers' mother in the musical Minnie's Boys. While she graced both film and television, horror fans may remember her best for Reanimator, 1985, where she played an unforgettable supporting role. On September 9, 2010, she passed away in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, at the age of 86, though the cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Despite the mystery surrounding her passing, her impact on the industry remains undeniable, leaving behind a legacy of diverse and memorable performances. Avery Schreiber as Dr. Mertz. Avery Schreiber was 59 years old when he appeared as the eccentric Dr. Mertz in Saved by the Bell, bringing his signature comedic flair to the role. Born on April 9, 1935, in Chicago, Illinois, Schreiber's career spanned decades, marked by his collaboration with Jack Burns in the 1960s comedy duo Burns and Schreiber. Known for his bushy handlebar mustache and curly hair, Schreiber became a beloved figure in the world of comedy, notably appearing in Doritos commercials in the 1970s and 1980s. He also made appearances on hit television shows like Chico and the Man, The Muppet Show, and The Love Boat. A key turning point in his career was his role in The Monitors, 1969, a film by the Second City comedy troupe. Despite his enduring success, Schreiber's health declined after he suffered a heart attack in 1994, and he passed away on January 7, 2002, at 66, following another heart attack caused by complications from diabetes. His legacy lives on, particularly in the Avery Schreiber Playhouse, named in his honor in 2003. Lewin Gideon as Mrs. Becky Belding. Lewin Gideon was born on November 12, 1955, and at the time of filming Saved by the Bell in 1990, she was 34 years old. In the series, she played Mrs. Becky Belding, the kind-hearted and supportive wife of the beloved school principal, Mr. Belding. Mrs. Belding's character had a nurturing and sometimes humorous role, adding warmth to the Belding family dynamic on the show. Tragically, Lewin passed away on February 3, 2014, at the age of 58, after a brave battle with breast cancer, which had returned after her initial recovery. She died in Asheville, North Carolina, and was buried there, surrounded by the love of her close family and friends. While her role as Mrs. Belding may have been one of her most cherished TV moments, Luann's career extended beyond this, with significant contributions to both television and stage acting. She notably portrayed Danielle Atron in The Secret World of Alex Mack and played Liza Walton Sentell in the long-running soap opera Search for Tomorrow. Her diverse acting talents left a lasting mark, and she continued to influence the entertainment world even as she faced personal challenges. And that's a wrap on 25 Saved by the Bell actors who are no longer with us, but whose work continues to bring joy to fans. Their performances made Bayside High unforgettable, and their legacies live on. Which Saved by the Bell moment or character stands out the most to you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more nostalgic TV memories. Bye-bye.